Hey everyone, Jacob Tifo here with Filmmaker Rocketry. As promised, we're bringing you the Black Beta test launches, and we actually have 3 of those in this video. We'll be breaking down each one of those, as each had their successes and they had their failures in different areas of the launch. But with no further ado, we're going to jump right into launch 1. Okay, launch 1. There were a few things in this launch that didn't go as planned, actually a lot of things. First of all, the launch went up. It was perfect. It was a nice, smooth arc. It pitched over due to the weight of the 9-volt battery, and the parachute actually deployed. Just, it did not carry the rocket. We used the snap swivel to connect the parachute to the Kevlar shock cord. The parachute, when connected, when it deployed, somehow snapped the snap swivel. Now, I mean, it had to literally disintegrate for it to float off, as it did. But I mean, it was gone. I mean, it was completely gone. So we really don't know what happened there. The second thing is, at the crash landing, the circuit board actually launched forward as it was only being held by friction in its holding mount, and actually punctured the nose cone. I have the nose cone right here and actually cut a clean hole right through in 2 locations. That was rather interesting. So we went ahead and did some reinforcement of the nose cone, reprinted it, and also did some PCB repair as the terminal block was cut off. We're ready for launch 2. Launch 2 also had a few caveats in it, so we're gonna take a look at that video right now. Okay, so that launch, as you saw, was rather steep in its trajectory, and when the parachute deployed, it didn't really go much better than the last time. Parachute floated off its merry way, and the rocket came crashing down. Now, there were a few things that happened a little bit better in this launch. One is that the snap swivel did not attach. We actually put a dual snap swivel on it, so it stayed together quite wonderfully. But what happened is that the parachute actually ripped apart. In fact, I have a parachute right here from a previous launch. Same company, Estes. And these are great for just normal, everyday, regular launches. But if you take a look, if you were to pull it with any amount of force, it just rips. This is what happened in this situation. If you ever want to take a look, any high-powered D-class engine or higher, the ejection charge is quite violent, and there are many YouTube videos about it. I encourage you to look at them, but it just ripped the parachute right apart, and this is something I didn't really think I'd have to worry about. I've launched C engines, I've launched D engines, and even in the previous launch, it didn't really have an issue, but this one just ripped all the parachute cords right out. I mean, to the point where you have the parachute cords and the parachute covering was floating away. The advancements to the nose cone actually protected the circuit board from any damage, and actually when I unscrewed the nose cone, which was the cool thing about our data collecting design, the circuit board was still running, just it gave a false reading because the SD card was popped out, and it did not like that. So that was launch 2. Now, because everything was working and we had extra engines and I had a heavy-duty parachute on hand, we decided to take a third launch on the same day. So we're going to take a look at that video right now. Okay, launch 3. Launch 3 went, honestly, perfectly. It went up, the parachute deployed, the dual snap swivel kept all of our shock cords from not tangling, and the parachute deployed and did not float away or get ripped. The one thing, though, the whole day we had no wind. And in the middle of that launch, we had a gust of wind, which actually started about 3-4 days consecutive of 20+ mile-an-hour winds. So when that rocket blew, it blew right into a 40-50 foot tall tree. And right now it is dangling in that tree, and will probably be there despite me for a long time. So, I would love to get that launch data, but because I can't retrieve the actual circuit board, I can't. But, nevertheless, I kind of count that third launch as a full success. Now, you may ask, are you going to take a fourth launch? Are you going to try and nail this thing and recover it? To be honest, I don't really know. And I kind of need your help with that. Drop in the comment below, do you think I should do a fourth launch? Would it be... I'd like to know. I mean, technically the third launch showed that we can get a data collecting rocket up that is heavier to have its parachutes deploy, and if the field was larger, that would have been a successful landing. Or do you think I should move on to the next test, and that is dual parachute deployment / controlled, like parachuted apogee? I'd like your help with that, but we'll see. But I want to thank you all for joining me today. If you want to learn more about Alpha Omega Rocketry, you can click the link in the description. There you can learn more about our thrust vector control project, you can learn about our Zeta flight computers, and any other fun projects that we will be working on. Also, I want to give a shout out to Everyday Astronaut, as they have allowed us to use their music. That just gives our videos a cool boost, as it's incredible music. And just want to thank you all for, again, taking time to watch this video.